Yo, what is good, y'all? Today we have another VoD review. This is, I believe, a gold or plat tracer slash DPS, whatever. I know he's diamond and tank, but plat slash gold slash diamond. I'm not sure what Frankie is DPS. If anybody here wants a VoD review, let me know. Leave it in the comments down below or in the description. I have my Discord. Just join that and either DM me, text me in general chat, whatever. With all that being said, let's just get right into the VoD review. Reversing. Hanzo, soldier. Okay. They don't have any CC for you, which is cool. No stuns, no hooks, nothing like that. I would probably just poke, and try to wait for my ball to engage. I wouldn't try to take any of these really hard duels. Yeah, I'm good. I'm glad you're getting out there. Try to look around. Look around for your ball. Look around for your ball. I have no clue where he is. He's far left. When you see your... Where you see ball going in, try to go in with him. Like, I'm saying that because I know you're not that mechanically gifted, and neither am I. So I wouldn't try to take these crazy 1v1s against players who are probably better aim-wise than me, but worse game sense-wise. So, where my ball is where I would try to go. Good recall. Alfonso's separated. Mccree to beat him 1v1? I like the confidence. I might be, it might sound like I'm giving you mixed signals when I'm saying go for the ball, and then I'm saying, oh, I like that you go for the Hanzo. I probably would have done the same thing there, going for that Hanzo. I think I would have got a little closer to him, and just, how do I describe it? If you're like this far from somebody, you know, say this is Hanzo, this is Tracer, you can only move like this way, and he has to move his crosshair very little bit. But if you get really close to him and start going around him and shit, he has to move his crosshair a lot. So if you get really close to a Hanzo, your aim is gonna be fucked up, but so is his, and it might just you might have a better chance in duels doing that. But the biggest issue there was you're not going in with where your ball's going in. Good job backing off that. No reason to fight that. Trying to take high ground. I like it. Just pound the diva. Don't get looped off. Good dodge. Good stun. Get away. You have no HP. I want to take this fight if I were you. Have like no HP. Good health pack, but get out, bro. Your HP, Jordan. Jordan. Listen, you on any character are very unaware of your HP. You have no healers with you. You're not gonna get healed. The health pack, sure, but you just if you're low HP, disengage. It's fine to get out of the fight for 10 seconds, then to die, and then take 10 seconds respawning, and then 15 seconds walking back to the point. You know what I mean? Just be way more aware of your HP. Here, you could be poking, helping your team. Unless you're swapping? What are you doing? Okay. Excuse me. So, very small thing. How do I describe this? Give me 1 second. So, right here, you put yourself in the LOS of 3 people. I don't know which one your target is. Let's say it's a Zarya. Let's say Zarya's a target. It would be way better to be back here, shooting the Zarya, because you're making it so she's the only one in your LOS. But you're still taking that 1v1, even though these other people are really close. If you just block the LOS and only look at the Zarya, you can maybe win that fight. But because you get in the LOS of 3 people, you're not going to win that fight when they're all shooting at you. So, try to limit who's in your LOS to just your target. Whoops. Control P. There we go. Hope that makes sense to you. Back to the Tracer. So, I would recommend staying on a character long enough to get an ultimate. Also, don't blink for the dragon. Stay on a character long enough to get an ultimate. Ultimates are very strong abilities in the game. Also, here, they have 2 heals alive. Try to focus on the heals, not the tank. Preferably the Ana, because Moira just sucks you off and gets hella lifesteal. No need for recall there. If you're recalling for HP, think about it. You're right here. You recall, get 70 HP back. What else would be one small ability and gives you around 70 HP. One blink gets you right to this health pack. And then you save recall, which is a much more valuable cooldown than one blink. You saw that D.Va was very low. I would have focused her. Also. So, real quick. So you see the D.Va, you shoot her, so you see her HP, right? You see it's like 70. Focus her. And then you don't see the soldier in your peripheral. I didn't see him initially either, to be honest. But if I'm, what's it called? If I'm gonna dive this, I wouldn't dive this Hanzo actually. Like once I kill the D.Va, I would have stayed main probably. Because you're gonna have D.Va out of mech. They don't have team bubble. They're not gonna have a lot of shit. I don't know, man. This is really hard to get value out of Tracer here because this is such a long range. Hanzo's gonna outdo you from here. Soldier's gonna outdo you from here. This guy hacking or something? Just shitting you. Guy's shitting you like 3 times already. Alright. You know what? We'll go to the next round. Widow. Ooh. I don't like Widow on King of the Hill at all. But I'm not here to tell you, yo, play a certain character. I'm here to tell you how to play the characters you want to play better. You're running Winston and Ball. So you're not going to get really much peel. There we go, okay. If it makes you feel better, I would be missing these shots too. With that being said, there's a reason I don't play Widow, and especially not on King of the Hill. I like what you're doing here. It's just if you're going to be going for these kind of flanks, you need to have way better aim. That Moira should have been dead 100%. She walked right near all of us. And that would have made just a big difference to the fight. But it looks like you guys won anyway. I hate reviewing Widow, man. So anytime I review Widow, it's like I can't just say, yo, hit your shots more. Because like that's realistically what a lot of it comes down to, you know? I guess I could say walk everywhere and save grapple for escape most of the time. I could say that, I guess, but who knows. Playing this close is Widow, I don't like it. I would try to get to like another angle that you have distance on. There you go, that's good. That's better. Roll that Widow, you're better. Bro, take that fight. Oh man, that's a free kill on Soldier, good job. It's actually good of you to leave that Widow alone. Only reason I'm saying go for the Widow is because like an ego thing. But realistically, you saw that your tanks were diving Widow. No need to put yourself in her LOS. That was really good of you. Being unaware of where they're, what's it called? Being unaware of where anyone is and scoping in for a long time, you're gonna get dove. Because your movement speed is slowed, so your strafing is worse. So it's really easy for anyone to just burst you down. Whether it's a Soldier, a Widow, a D.Va. Anyone besides like Brig or Moira can just burst you down if you're standing still. Now I don't like that grapple, and here's why. It doesn't give you the option to go into the high ground. So what I would have done is take a few more steps forward and just grappled up here. Grapple up here, you have the option of being high ground or low ground, but the way you took it, you're only low ground.
My ultimate ability is charging.
It's cool, you see the Widow, you're trying to kill the Widow. I like it.
No one can hide from my sight.
Good shit. Good flank. Soldier should die. Awesome. You're playing this really well. This is looking much better than your Tracer. I'm not sure what it is, but it's looking good. Just be careful for that Widow. That's the main thing you gotta look out for. Really bad grapple there. That's just a small thing. Here's what I would say. If you're gonna use grapple to escape, try to bait out an ability first before grappling. So for example, that Winston jumped you after you grappled. But if you stand still with some distance in between him, he's gonna jump you and then you grapple away. So like wait for their engage before trying to grapple away, because he's not gonna burst you down in that time it takes to grapple. Dude, then now you're kind of just a sitting duck in the middle of the point. You're sitting duck in the middle of the point with no grapple. I didn't really like that position. Additionally, goddamn, that headshot on the D.Va was nice. I'm so sorry it didn't kill. I'm assuming it was because of rally armor, but damn, that sucks, man. That was a really good headshot. Let's see how you are you gonna swap here? Or are you gonna stay in the Widow?
Locked and loaded.
Staying in Widow. I feel like retaking is gonna be kind of hard on Widow. But hopefully you could prove me wrong. That's fine. You don't have to escape there. There's no reason to escape there. They didn't dive you. There's no pressure on you. You could have stayed up there for a little bit, baited out their movement abilities, and then went back. Okay, so against dive, separating really far from your team like that is not really the best idea, especially when your team hasn't really initiated a fight yet. So let's just go back. Let's see what your tanks are doing. Tanks are chilling. Tanks are chilling. You didn't really separate that far. I mean, honestly, you're with your team. It's just your team is not initiating. And I guess you took too like crazy of a poke, like a angle to get poked before the fight. But your whole team's with you. It's just I think you're out of LOS or your healers. Yeah, it's kind of your Moira's fault. I think she should have been way closer to the tanks. I don't know if she's going this way when the team is clearly on the left side. Moira could have healed you through that, and then just like you would win that fight. Good nade by the Ana, but it looks like this fight's lost. Fast forward 20 seconds. Oh my god, you're already on the point? What the fuck? Alright, swapping to Mccree here. I'm happy to see that. For two reasons. One, I think Mccree is much better against their comp. And two, I'm tired of watching Widowmaker gameplay. Playing Mccree against dive, you're a little more survivable than you are with 200 HP, with the 225. Good against the Tracer, good against the Winston. Just keep your distance and keep poking them down. This is fine, honestly. This is great. Playing in mines gives you a lot of peel. I wouldn't waste stun on the monkey because you know he's gonna have bubble. So, like, yeah, you could stun him in the bubble, but it doesn't really do anything. Let's go. So that's kind of just a discipline thing, and sometimes I fuck it up too. Save your stun for like an actual guarantee, like not a guaranteed kill, but like not just a hey fuck it, throw it at the first thing I see kind of situation. So don't just throw it at the first thing you see, you know. Save for, you know, that Tracer's gonna dive you, or that Winston once his bubble's down, or that Moira ult, or, you know, something. Additionally, your half HP get a health pack, or a healer. But I would prefer the health pack because they're more reliable than gold healers. You kill him. One more shot. One more shot. Okay, cool. Good stun. I like what I see. Real quick, I would just go high ground. Looks like your team's pushing forward. I like that you're pushing forward. However, I just would have went high ground. I don't think it would have made a difference, honestly. But reason I would have went high ground, you're 80% the ultimate. Deadeye from that far is going to be pretty good against our comp. They don't have like a Widow or a Hanzo to snipe you down from up there. Overall, I think your Widow is really good. It's just retaking the point with Widow is really hard. I think your Tracer is the worst of the three characters that I've seen so far. Oh, god damn it. I shouldn't have said anything. No, bad. So, poking that far as Tracer, all you're going to do is take attention. And it's not really good attention. Because you want your tanks to engage first, and you want to capitalize on their engagement. You poking from that far doesn't get any good damage. Doesn't really get you any ult charge. It just takes attention and puts it on you. When you want it on your tanks. This is fine here, I think. Just be careful if Hanzo starts looking at you, because Hanzo's been kind of shitting on you all game. Okay, BAP, awesome. If you see a tank going on BAP, you go on a BAP. That was great right there. Awesome. Ooh, Jordan with a little hacky flick. I like that. No Helix Rocket means you focus Soldier. Aw, darn. Very close. So, I think that was a mechanics issue. It looks like you kind of just... You're like, oh, I want this kill, I want this kill. And you just start running at him and jumping in a straight line. So, try not to jump so much. Because, let me... I don't know if I've ever explained this to you, but I explained this a lot. And maybe in other VoDs I've explained it. Bunny hopping is bad. Because if you're standing still on the floor, you could go left or right whenever you want. There's no like movement acceleration in this game like Paladins. You just go left and right, full speed, whatever. If you jump, you're stuck going the direction you jumped. So if you jump, you're gonna go like here. Every time. You can't jump and then go back from where you came from, but you could walk back where you came from. So if you jump, you make it so the enemy knows exactly where you're gonna go, and they can put their crosshair right where you're gonna land. But you know, if you're just strafing, then you could go either left or right, and then they have to actually aim. Good. I like that. Awesome. Try to get out, because you just saw your ball get out. You saw your ball disengage. Try to wait for him to go in before going in again. Or else you're going to waste all your cooldowns. You're going to put all the attention on yourself. Additionally, you're missing HP. Get a health back. I don't like that bomb, but it worked. That bomb was kind of Hail Mary. And Soldier, with all his speed, should not have died to that. So, if you're going to go for a bomb, try to like get closer and just stick it onto them instead of a Hail Mary, toss it up and see what happens kind of bomb. You feel me? But it's like a 6v2 right now. Their whole team's dead, so you can kind of int and you'll be fine. Nice. If I'm you, I would what's it called? I would not be doing this. No point. You're not getting ult charge. Your tanks aren't going in. This is a bad place to engage. And by you doing this, you kind of pressure your tanks to engage, and they might do something stupid. So luckily you got out. No need to recall there. If you want to make him miss one shot, just blink. That's kind of it. Go for the BAP. You see your Winston diving the BAP there? You should go for the BAP. Was he teabagging you? Okay. If you see your Winston going for the BAP, go for the BAP. He's a much easier target to hit than the Hanzo because he's like a square hitbox, and Hanzo's kind of like sleek-ish. You feel me? And he's a healer. So if you're diving the Hanzo, he can heal by BAP. However, BAP can't really heal himself as effectively as he can heal Hanzo. Real quick, dude. This motherfucker teabagged him. Okay. Jordo, I hope you shit on this guy. Oh, Soldier. I like this. Oh, he dropped off high ground. I don't like it anymore. Come back to Jordan. So yeah, when you're playing a dive character, it's really important to focus who your tanks are diving. That's the whole point of a dive comp, is to find a target and just force yourself onto them. Stop jumping, Jordan. Stop jumping. Stop jumping. Get away. At this point, I would not keep targeting this Hanzo. He's been shitting on you all game. No. Cool. But yeah, he's been shitting on you all game. I wouldn't keep taking this duel. I don't know if you got tilted by the, what's it called? By the teabagging. But the way you get back at him isn't by beating him in 1v1. It's by winning the game and talking shit afterwards. You don't get credit for killing him in a 1v1. Especially when he's been beating you in a 1v1 a lot. Win the game and then talk your shit. You don't get any credit. You don't get any SR for winning that 1v1.
And she's back in the game.
Good. Waiting for your team. Whew. Excuse me. I want to be in here. You don't have much team with you. If you're Winston to go in, now you can start going in once you get healed. Oh, you're probably dead here. Wow, so close. Who the hell took this health pack? What the fuck? Probably Ball. Anyway. Your team's dead. The fight's lost. Don't engage. Don't take any attention. Just stay back here. It's an okay position for next fight. No, stop blinking. No. The blinks are so loud. If you're doing something stealthy, don't blink. Just walk. And you're going in here with no one else with you, man. Really, really bad. Your tanks aren't there. The whole point of dive is coordination and target focus, and you're just kind of seeing the target, going straight for him. uncoming for the teabag. Alright. It's been 20 minutes, so I'm going to cut it short. It's just I want to see the conclusion of the game, what happens. Alright, good. You guys won. Fuck that shit of the teabag deal. Anyway. So. Big issues. Number one, I would say mechanics is... Your aim's not the best, but that's fine. The main thing I'm worried about is your movement and your jumping. You jump way, 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 way too much. Like, it makes your movement very predictable and makes it so... A lot of your duels, they just become, okay, when he jumps, I kill him. You know what I mean? So, when you're dueling, try to, like, take it... How do I describe it? Try to make it so it's not a habit of pressing spacebar. I know you subconsciously do it, but you have to constantly think to yourself, don't press spacebar, don't press spacebar. And eventually you'll get, what's it called? You'll get used to it, and you'll get compliments like, damn, your movement's so weird, I can't hit you. You know what I mean? Another issue I would say is you kind of swap too much and you never really get ultimates. Like, I think you had maybe I think 2 pulse bombs and a widow sights the whole 3 rounds. If you stay on a character, you're gonna get an ultimate. So like, you played Tracer for 50%, and you played, I think, Mccree for like 50%. And I think you went back to Tracer on first round. It was just a mess. So pick a character you're comfortable with, pick a character you're confident on. I don't know which ones that is, but hopefully you pick somebody you're comfortable enough to stay on for a few fights and get an ultimate. If you're having trouble get ultimates, you're probably going for too many duels and losing them, and then getting no ult charge. So try more to focus tanks so you actually get ult charge and stay alive longer. Because if you're focusing tanks, you're probably in a safer position because you're probably near your team, because your tanks are probably clashing. As for number 3, Oh, fucking coordination and like target focus. If you're playing a dive character, you know, Tracer, which this is really what this whole number 3 is about, focus what your tanks are focusing. The whole point of dive comp is coordination. I already said this. Target focus. If you're not focusing what they're focusing, why are you on dive comp? Like, at that point, just pick Doomfist and try to win a 1v1, because I feel like in a lower rank where mechanics are kind of unpolished, Doomfist wins 1v1s much harder than Tracer does. If you can play Tracer, focus who your tanks are focusing. That's the whole point of dive comp. Preferably a healer, because if you focus a DPS, they can get healed by the heals. If you focus a healer, they can only get healed by 1 healer. I think that's going to be the end of the VoD review. If anybody has any comments, let me know. Again, if you want a VoD review, join the description and message me, or send a message in general, and I'll be sure to respond to it. All that being said, I'm going to end it here. Peace out, y'all.